We're all set to bring you NBA action. Alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan, and we'll be checking in with Allie LaForce from the sideline moments from now. And it's Philadelphia to start out. Nobody near George. From outside, off the mark. And you think about the style of Sixers head coach Nick Nurse. Greg, what stands out to you?
He just has a willingness to experiment and adapt. That's a real asset with some of the challenges this roster has faced. And a big part of why this front office brought him in. That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Oh, he touched it while it was in the cylinder. That's offensive basket interference. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 4-point game. Lets a floater go. Holmgren gets the bucket.
I mean, sneaky. When he moves around the floor, Holmgren takes you out of the play, slips past, and just rolls to the hoop.
Now, here is George. Over Williams. And it's George missing. Thunder off to a quick start here. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
I was able to catch up with Nick Nurse. Our first topic of conversation, of course, facing Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He told me SGA is so hard to game plan for. He has incredible length for a point. He's too big for a guard, too quick for a wing. We have our work cut out for us. Kevin, back to you.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. 4 on the shot clock. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Finally, after all those plays, someone comes through for them.
Well, you knew it eventually was going to happen. I mean, my goodness, a tight start to this one, but maybe that'll ignite some more buckets to be made.
And I tell you what, they won't be down for long if they can get some more early offense like that.
Edgecombe with it. Dort covering. Fires from deep. Bangs home the trifecta.
Now look out. Edgecombe can get it going from deep.
And for over a decade in the NBA, Greg, Paul George was as scary a wing as you'd find.
Man, a two-way terror with elite size and athleticism. The Sixers paid him hoping for more of the same. But can he hold off Father Time?
Now here's Holmgren from the arc. And so George will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. They trail by 1. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Here's Dort. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Here's Philadelphia. Maxey, that's a 2-pointer. Off the left rim and out. Holmgren outside. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Tries again. Here's Hartenstein. And another shot. And the rejection by Embiid.
The defensive instincts of Embiid on display there with the denial.
Thunder with the rebound.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. So it's both teams making substitutions here. The 76ers trail. Right wing. Pass to George. A 3-ball. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Now the Thunder with it. Here's Holmgren. And McCain pulls it down. George with the ball. And it's Wallace picking him up. George with the bucket.
Good work in deep from George that time. He's far more than just a perimeter threat.
Count that bucket.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Goes up on the wing. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Thunder lead by 1. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for Oklahoma City.
Well, I've liked their assertiveness inside. They've been getting that way and playing that way the whole time, setting the tone right away that the inside area is their territory.
Here's Philadelphia. They trail by 1. And Greg, the Thunder, NBA champions at last, and still incredibly young.
And this is no fluke. They defended, they shared it, trusted in the system and one another. The league's been put on notice. This team is just getting started.
Now here's Caruso. Shots good by Williams.
That is good offense, unselfish play.
Maxey feeling it out a bit. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Maxey taking up that airspace, doing a nice job just bouncing off the floor there.
It's Williams high post. Still yet to score. And the slam by Williams.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down. He's one of those guys who just knows how to generate offense.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And Oklahoma City making a change here. You know, Greg, a lot of the best scorers do what's called hunting. Looking to create contact with the defender that they zeroed in on.
Yeah, and that can be a legitimate technique to really negate a shot blocker. But when the offensive player basically initiates all the contact, we could do without some of those cheap foul calls against the defenders.
SGA, no good on the free throw. And, Greg, you might not be surprised to hear this, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes from a family of athletes.
Yeah, I mean, his mother was a sprinter in the 400 meters representing Antigua and Bermuda in the 92 Summer Games in Barcelona. Impressive.
Williams can't get it to go. The 76ers trailed by 3. Pass to Watford. From the arc. Rebound by Williams. And it's Oklahoma City's ball. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Well, Oklahoma City is not the biggest town, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said, quote, "Me personally, the market doesn't matter. I love the people in the organization and the people around me. And those are the things that matter. I go to work every single day with a smile on my face." Back over to you guys.
Yep, a wonderful organization. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report.
Maxey working around the contact that time. Nice work.
For Oklahoma City, they had shot just one free throw, missing that one earlier. And he knocks down the first one. So he picks up just one from the line that time. The 76ers trailed by 4. And the dunk by Edgecombe.
And man, this kid, Edgecombe, is special. He just gets off the ground so fast to throw it down.
Now here's Williams. Yes, that goes in. And the Thunder lead by 4.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Pass to Grimes. Embiid the screen. Embiid. Great positioning on the putback.
The size and strength of Embiid, he is absolutely mammoth. Really hard to deal with. You may need a couple of guys to box him out.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the layup falls. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 8.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Embiid, no good. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Now Holmgren. Back to SGA. Good on the shot. Now it's a 6-point Thunder lead.
Well, this is why SGA is a focal point of his offense, because of that ability to score.
And Quentin Grimes gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. We have an interconference affair lined up for you today as the Dallas Mavericks come in for this one. Thanks for joining us, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. Allie LaForce will be our reporter tonight on the sideline. And the Pacers start off with the ball. It's Nembhard on the wing. Well, we should be in for a fast-paced game tonight, Coach. Both of these teams excel at creating fast break opportunities.
Look, Kevin, you're right. Both of these teams prefer to get out and attack before the other can get their defense set. They want to use their speed and athleticism, and they need to get as many easy buckets as they possibly can.
Thompson for the triple. Toppin pulls it in. Here's Indiana. Spins. Nembhard for three. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Pass to Flag. Good on the three-point shot.
Ready for the feed. Cooper Flag is a player. You have to run off that shot.
Nembhard's shot is good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Irving, good.
Some of the fastest hands in the league right now. Kyrie knowing he has to get rid of it.
Here's Halliburton. Off on the layup.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
You know, so much turmoil for the Mavericks last season, GA. Despite that, they were a win away from making the playoffs.
Yeah, they battled valiantly. But to go from the 2024 NBA Finals to the lottery, obviously disappointing. They're looking to make amends this season.
Here's Nesmith, following the basket by Kyrie Irving. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Mavericks leading by 6. Here's Flag. From outside, off the mark. And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Can't hit from in close. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Just a bit ago, Rick Carlisle and I were able to chat. We spoke about the challenge of facing Anthony Davis. Coach commented, there aren't a lot of guys like AD, bigs who can control both ends of the paint. We have to be aware of him at all times, or he's going to take over the game. No doubt Davis will be a factor tonight. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. Pass to Nesmith for the three. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Mavericks leading by 3. Pass to Washington. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Here's Halliburton. And Halliburton slams it in.
When he wants to, Halliburton can get to the hoop. Boy, he is tough to slow down.
Here's Marshall. Back to Russell. There's the triple. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Halliburton feeling it out a bit. Driving inside. Scores for only the second time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
For a skinny guy, Halliburton has a lot of confidence inside. In fact, he's confident at everything he does.
And the points coming for them now, Greg, in bunches.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look like.
Inside, here's Siakam. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Halliburton, no good. The Mavericks trail. And here's Marshall from the arc. And it's Bradley with the rebound. Down low. Here's Siakam. And finished off by Siakam.
Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
And here's Marshall from the arc. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. It's the Pacers. They stormed through the end of the quarter on a 9-0 run. Live from... And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Indiana.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
Stan, you and, well, your whole family, masters of defensive coaching. So, with that in mind, what makes a great defender?
Wow, that is a great question, Kevin, and a complicated one in a lot of ways. Number one, length and athletic ability really help you. Guys who can move their feet and have great length can cover up a lot of mistakes. But then there's the fundamentals and your ability to move your feet and great focus and determination.
Here's Mathurin. The Mavericks pull it in. Russell with it. Hasn't made one yet. And the call will go against Benedict Mathurin. That's his first foul. And so it's Dallas with it. Trailing by 2. 6 to shoot. Back to Russell. This one for 3. The shot, no good. And it just seems like the Pacers have really shaken up the league, Greg, with their fast-paced, aggressive style.
Well, Tyrese Halliburton and Pascal Siakam, 2 star players who thrive in this up-tempo style. And if you look at the roster around them, the pieces fit.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. The Pacers are all about winning. And Coach Rick Carlisle said, our young players are having to earn their way. They're not being given anything. It's the only way to do things, in my opinion. If you want to build championship habits, you got to do it on a merit-based, accountability type of basis. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up to the Dallas Mavericks. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Here's Halliburton. He scores with that shot. Now he's 3 of 8.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
No good from Irving. Indiana leading by 4. Pass to Furphy. Back to Halliburton. And the rejection by Lively. In the corner, Irving with it. And here is Washington. Defended by Jones. Irving for 3. Pacers with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
In the corner, it's Toppin. Pass to Huff. Here's Furphy. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
The Pacers shooting their first free throws of the game. And, Greg, we saw some turnover this summer on the Mavs training staff.
Yes, some talk of internal disagreements in that department. The importance of great teamwork in this league, not just limited to the players in the locker room.
Pacers leading by 5. Now Halliburton. He's got 6.
On the drive, Halliburton keeps his options open. If the defense doesn't commit, he just takes it to the rim.
Pass to Davis. Back to Irving. And here is Davis. Still scoreless. Just 2 to shoot. Irving can't hit. Halliburton outside. Here he goes. And finished off by Halliburton.
And a guy who can get up off the floor. Halliburton will throw one down if you're sleeping.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. .133 left from the first half of basketball. In the corner, it's flagged. Dallas again missing. Pacers leading by 9. Shepard with the ball. Picked up by Thompson. And the rejection by Gafford. Thompson outside. Dallas moving the ball around. And it's flagged missing.
Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. And on the way from Irving for 3. Here's Indiana. 9 points in a row. Good run for him right now. Out to the wing. Back to Nembhard. Pass to Nesmith. Shot clock at 6. Shoots the 3. And Davis pulls it down. Mavericks trailed by 11. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
And when you're trying to cut into a lead, you can ill afford mistakes like that.
Yeah, that's just a lack of focus. Plays like that can really frustrate a coaching staff.
Here's Nembhard. Fires from deep. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's Indiana. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. And you have to credit their defense for the job they've been doing against Irving. Kyrie's been almost invisible out there, and we don't say that very often. We've got more in store for you right after this. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Mavericks trailed by 11. And one of the many challenges for a small market team like the Pacers, Greg, going up against that luxury tax.
And they've avoided carrying a payroll that would incur the tax, but right when they said they were planning to do just that, the Bucks stunned everyone with the maneuver to secure Pacers center Miles Turner and perhaps let him off the hook. And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Nembhard with it to the paint. Here's Toppin. And Davis sends it back.
What a play by Davis. You think you can get it over me? Nuh-uh. Not on my watch.
Irving.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everyone. We have some exciting NBA action coming up. Joined by Grant Hill and Tim Legler, this is Brian Anderson. And we'll have Ale LaForce reporting for us. Facing off in this one, we've got two teams that preach player movement and ball movement legs.
Oh, that's right. And you can tell that by the assist numbers. The ball is really hopping. Smart, unselfish basketball. A lot of player movement off ball as well, forcing those defenses to chase them.
What's that old saying? The ball brings energy.
It certainly does.
Now here's Curry. Back to Pajemski. Outside Curry. 5 to shoot. Pure from three-point range.
Yeah, most of the time you assume Curry's three ball is falling. That's how good he is.
Bridges outside. Back to Anunoby. Count it.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
And since the turn of the century, die-hard Knicks fans had dealt with some lean years, Grant, until recently.
No doubt, BA, and they're happy to see meaningful games. The arrival of Jalen Brunson just changed things, and they've gone all in to surround him with talent.
And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That's his first foul. And here's Bridges. Here's Brunson. Oh, it's blocked by Green.
Such a strong defender. This team appreciates when Green gets up to swat it away.
And Brunson's got the ball here for the New York Knicks. 4-point game.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
The three from Curry. Can't get a second shot to fall. Now 1 of 2. Here's Towns. Basket. It is good. Off the assist from Brunson. And it's all knotted up.
Nice positioning and footwork on point. And Towns so smooth down there inside.
And here's Curry for 3. They grab their own miss.
That's a pure effort play. Nice tip in.
And that's a skill you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? To the inside. And it's powered home by Towns.
Yeah, strong flush from Towns. I like whenever he plays with an edge inside.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Warriors are trying to maximize what Steph Curry has left. Coach Kerr said, quote, "What we're watching with Steph is one of the greatest artists of all time in his twilight. What can we do to give him the best chance to perform, to make the game easier for him?" That's where we are. Back over to you.
Looking to stay in the mix. Allie, thank you. Moody, good.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And Stephen Curry's been so good for so long. Tim, we tend to forget that early ankle injuries held him back.
Yeah, really, Brian, hard to imagine what he's overcome. Surgery in seasons 2 and 3 that strengthened his lower body and got those ankle braces. Sports medicine has unleashed a killer.
Look at how solid Curry's motion is. Almost like he could have done that blindfolded.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. .119 left now in the first quarter. Here's Clarkson. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
Oh, man. I mean, Clarkson just punishing the defense, running right in for the slam.
Pass to Pajemski. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. New York trailing. To the middle. Butler with a steal. And they're running. And here they go. And that one's good. Green.
I just love how he runs the floor with energy and intensity, but still stays under control.
In this league, you run whenever you can. It's so much easier to score in transition.
And we think of Clarkson often as a scorer, but there, making the unselfish pass, just great work.
Here's Curry. After the basket by New York on the other end. For the Warriors.
Using the mid-range area of the floor, Curry, an offensive mastermind.
Here's Clarkson. And the foul called on Brandon Pajemski. That's his first foul. Now here's McBride. Just 3 on the clock. And there's a nice layup by Robinson.
Great at jumping into action on these plays, saving that possession for his team.
Stephen Curry getting it done for Golden State. 8 points in the quarter. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
Steps back and fires. Count it. Good. Curry's got 10.
This is why you got to be right up on Curry. Any breathing room he gets is too much. Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
All right, Grant, can you talk about what Jalen Brunson has brought to the Knicks?
You know, B.A., he's made them relevant again. New York can be a demanding place to play with the expectations and the media. But he's taken the bull by the horns and had immediate success.
Well, what a steady presence offensively and a very difficult player to game plan for.
Up top, Pajemski. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron. Pajemski's gotten his second bucket.
Well, that's not great shot selection right there, but you'll take anything that goes in.
Fantastic use off the bounce by Towns, getting all the way to the rim.
Pass break, here we go. Oh, Green with a block. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Green. Bridges feeling it out a little bit. Oh, a dunk and a foul. A powerhouse move. He's got a chance for one more at the line. It goes on Brandon Pajemski. Tim, growing up in the D.C. area, at what point did you fall in love with the sport of basketball?
Well, B.A., the first team I loved were the Washington Bullets in the late 70s with Elvin Hayes. They won that one championship in Washington. But Larry Bird coming into the league in 1980 really changed everything for me. That's when I truly fell in love with the sport, emulating a guy like that.
Greatest player from the DMV.
Well, I guess I'd have to say Kevin Durant, certainly.
And Tim Legler, of course.
Even better answer.
Down low. Here's Butler. A clear look for Green. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
We see this in the NBA all the time. It is very difficult to keep a lead in this league.
Back to Pajemski. On the wing, Curry. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes. Curry's got 13.
Well, guys, I'm happy I'm not guarding Steph right now. On nights like tonight, Curry can do no wrong. Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure. And that one's good. Green.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
That is just beautiful ball movement. Unselfish basketball.
And Grant, Stephen Curry said his goal was to play meaningful basketball games. With the arrival of Jimmy Butler, that proved to be the case.
Yeah, the Warriors have been looking to get Steph some help. The fit with Jimmy was questioned, but it's worked out better than most people expected.
New York shooting their second and third free throws tonight. Well, Grant, the 2025 season was sort of a return to form for Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah, B.A., he just seemed more comfortable out there, right? Getting back to what his numbers used to look like and just playing with reckless abandon.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. Teammate Josh Hart may call Jalen Brunson the king of New York, but Brunson says, I would never consider myself a face of the franchise. But I'm a leader of this team. That's what I want to do, and I am grateful for the opportunity. I don't take this for granted. Guys?
Staying humble. Allie, thanks very much for the report. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Right side Hart. New York working the ball around now. Out to Bridges. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
Yeah, nimble play by Bridges inside, navigating the contact and getting to his finish.
Pass to Pajemski. Takes a 3. And it's New York with a rebound. To the paint. Here's Bridges. And they're unable to get the tying bucket there. Uncovered. And, yep, a couple of bounces, and it falls. Pajemski's got 6.
The defense was certainly a little late in reacting to the step back.
Outside Anunoby. And a miss there on the triple. The Warriors lead by 4. Moody with it. And it's Anunoby picking him up. Moody misses. Inside. Butler with a steal. All alone. Moody misses. Yabusele, left side. Back to Anunoby. He gets it up. And that's not going to go. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Warriors ahead, leading by 4. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Here's Curry.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. And roaming the sideline for tonight's game, our Allie LaForce. A contest in the West. We'll see if the Timberwolves can please this home crowd. Possessions can end until somebody grabs a rebound. Greg, 2 of the best on the boards are facing off tonight. They prioritize rebounding.
And getting those extra possessions can really break a team's will. When excellent rebounding teams play, everyone has to work a little harder to secure the ball.
What you love about Rudy Gobert is he understands his strengths and where he can impact the game. That is primarily on the defensive end, but also as a screen setter offensively.
Now, I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
My question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Outside, Dort. Back to Williams. Oklahoma City moving it around. The tray. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. We're about 1 minute into the first. And DB, you watch how the Thunder play defense. Great rim protection.
Kevin, this philosophy is all about taking away the paint first. If the ball is in the paint, sharks are in the water.
And Gilgeous-Alexander gets it to go.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, so dangerous in pick and roll. He's going to keep you off balance because he can score it or facilitate.
And slam dunk by Gobert.
And you lay that pass out there just like a great quarterback. Let your teammate run to it.
It's good. SGA's got 6.
It's very long, and SGA so effective around the hoop because of that length.
Now here's Gobert. Outside Edwards. Out to Conley. From outside the arc, it's rebounded by Hartenstein. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Well, I had a chance to catch up with head coach Chris Finch, and he told me one guy that we have to always be cognizant of is Chet Holmgren. Coach explained his biggest impact comes on the defensive end, but we can't overlook his offense. He's a 7-footer with guard skills who can space the floor and is very efficient around the rim. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that.
I mean, Jalen Williams is a guy who a lot of people are excited about. He has the talent to be a multi-time All-Star and perhaps an even higher ceiling than that.
You know, DB, recently we've seen Anthony Edwards reach new heights as a three-point shooter.
Anthony Edwards has now embraced the complete analytics of the game. He is a high-volume three-point shooter, and he's still a terror en route to the cup.
Greg, Anthony Edwards is full of confidence, and it's beautiful to watch.
And rightfully so. Ant can do it all on the floor. As complete of a wing as you'll find in our league.
Now, here's Holmgren. Clock is at 3. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Wow, insanely tough to get a shot off when Rudy Gobert is around. Wow.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Here's SGA. 6 points for him. To the inside. Gobert with the block. Here's Randall. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter or block just about every shot in his vicinity.
.141 left to play here in the first. Edwards looking it over. 5 on the clock. Another miss by Minnesota. The Thunder leading by 4. Pass to Caruso. Right side, SGA. And here's Wiggins. And here is Caruso. It's hauled in by Shannon. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. It's good from long range.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Left side, SGA. Down low. Now Holmgren. Nothing on the board. Oklahoma City needs to get off the shot. And it goes down 2 points.
And great job from Holmgren. I like when he shows confidence attacking inside.
Edwards, no good.
It seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it.
To the middle. Looking for Gobert. He gets it there. And Holmgren pulls it down. Inside. Here's Wiggins. Reed with the defensive effort. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Oklahoma City out in front. They lead by 3. From Target Center, back. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Thunder, guys.
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks, guys. Jalen Williams is all-purpose. Thunder coach Mark Daigneault said, "You really can't find a weakness in his game. His greatness is the cumulative effect of all the things that he does. Basketball is a complex game. You can't be good at just one thing and be a great player, but he is good at everything." Guys, back to you.
All purpose. Thank you, Allie. So Anthony Edwards, the Timberwolves franchise player. GA, how good do you think he can be?
Well, some were ready to anoint him the new face of the league. But if they're to win the franchise's first title, there's another level he's got to reach.
Well, Lou Dort off the deck, that powerful frame on the drive. Don't mess with him, boy.
Over to the wing. Shannon, no good. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Leading by 5. To the paint. Wants to get it to Holmgren and does. Outside, Dort. Back to Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And attacking the rim. Holmgren making excellent use of that height inside.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Timberwolves trail by 7. Pass to Dillingham. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Here's SGA. 8 points for him. Julius Randle with the rebound. So it's the Timberwolves now. The 3. Dillingham, no good. The Thunder leading by 7. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Greg, you think about the value of those sage veterans on a team, guys that have been around the block, played a lot of years. Why are they so important?
Well, a lot of times they'll echo the message of the head coach. And I tell you what, it's also, as a coach, you love having those veteran players because you can trust what they're going to do on the floor. That consistency is really important, not just for the coaches, but the teammates.
Here's Oklahoma City now. Only giving up 2 points this quarter.
Yeah, I mean, Jalen Williams got as great a basketball frame as you could hope for. That's strength right there.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Randle outside. Here's McDaniels to end the run. For 3, Edwards knocks down the 3 ball.
Boy, what a good-looking stroke. Ready on the catch, Anthony Edwards. That jumper is nice.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. .149 left in the second quarter. Now here's Caruso. Inside. Just 5 to shoot. And rejection by McDaniels.
You have to be careful when Jaden McDaniels is in your area as an offensive player. This guy is so elite defensively.
And the Thunder pushing it up now. Oklahoma City moving it around. Down low. And the dunk by Holmgren.
It's not easy to stop Chet Holmgren on the jam. His size lets him play right at the rim.
Pass to Randle. Back to Edwards. No good on the 3. The Thunder leading by 10. Back to Williams. Stolen by McDaniels. Anthony Edwards hammers it home.
Goodness, Anthony Edwards. Always on the attack. This guy is just so dynamic.
Here's Wallace. And the slam dunk by Wallace.
not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk. And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, with Allie LaForce reporting courtside. And a chance now to look at the schedule for Chicago. On Monday, they'll go up against Trae Young and the Atlanta Hawks. And then on Wednesday, they'll take on Domantas Sabonis and the Sacramento Kings.
And for that game against the Knicks, it's a good checkpoint to see how they fare. It's the 5th contest on the year for them and a chance to evaluate where they stand.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. We've got Okoro. Josh Giddey is out there with Trey Jones. And it's Vucevic. And it's Buzelis in at the 4. And for the Magic, Wagner is in the front court alongside Banchero. The guard pair for him will be Suggs and Bane. And it's Carter in at the 5 spot. So, Greg, here we are, just about a week into the NBA season. The regular season comes at you fast.
I mean, the games start coming fast and furiously right out of the gate. But you wonder how we made it through summer without getting to see any NBA action.
And it's Suggs missing. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good now.
Well, I think it was a combination of things, quite honestly, but the defense didn't really offer them a challenge all night. I agree with that.
So the Orlando Magic able to put the first points up on the board. Vucevic up top, defended by Carter. And Vucevic with the basket on the assist by Buzelis.
Well, that's just strength there. That's what we call weight room. The power of Vucevic on display.
Giddey against Bane. Wagner passes to Bane. Here's Banchero. Misses the 3.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Thanks. Well, it took a while this summer, but the Bulls were finally able to get an extension done with their bright young point guard, Josh Giddey. In a buyer's market, they could afford to bargain for a team-friendly deal. And after some overreaches in the past, their disciplined approach stands out.
A good strategy. Thank you, Shams. Now Jones. After the missed 3 from Desmond Bane. Shot clock at 3. And they take the lead.
Oh, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
Banchero outside. Suggs passes to Wagner. Orlando needs to get off a shot. Swatted away.
Looking at some numbers for Wagner. Coming off a terrific season. He averaged 24 per clip, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night.
Anthony Black's checked in for the Magic. And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for the Orlando Magic. They trail by 1. And Wagner has it in the corner. And good that time.
Wagner will battle you inside now. He's not afraid to embrace and even initiate contact.
Giddey finds Okoro. And here's Vucevic, defended by Carter. And it's Vucevic missing. Orlando's gone, just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Pass to Banchero. And here's Carter. Wagner outside. From outside, off the mark. Bulls have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Payne kicks to Wagner. No one near Banchero as he lets it go. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. We often see Paolo Banchero with the ball late in the shot clock, Clark, and he usually delivers.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you shut off his dribble drive and then you seal off the retreat. And because he's so strong and good with the ball, he can bump you and get into the spot he wants to. He's got great power, and he's really a good finisher around the goal, too.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks, guys. Well, Paolo Banchero is trying to become more vocal. He said being the best player on the team, you've got to speak up. You can't ever be quiet because at the end of the day, I'm a high-Q player. I see the game really well, and if I'm not out there talking the game, it's doing everyone a disservice. Back to you.
Outstanding. Allie, we appreciate the report. Orlando leading. It's stolen by Buzelis. Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession. With a pause in the action, let's show you the teams that were best from the line last season. The Bulls third.
Collectively, I mean, they had an amazing year at the free throw line. Sometimes free throw shooting can be contagious, and it seemed like everyone on their team had the hot hand.
The Magic making a switch here. Jones is checked in. Patrick Williams, he's checked in for Chicago. Dosunmu comes in for Trey Jones. Outside, Baines. Once again off the mark, Orlando. Baines gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. And again, Chicago turns it over. Chicago making some changes. Smith checked in for Vucevic. Kevin Huerter comes in for Buzelis. And it's Carter in for Josh Giddey. There's 37 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Wagner against Huerter. Wagner, right side.
No denying, the future is certainly bright for Wagner. He's a superb scorer already who also is growing as a passer.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That free throw, no good.
Wagner's a forward that just has a lot of ability. I mean, he does everything. He can score, rebound, and move well without the rock, too. His versatility, impressive.
And he sinks the second. There's 21 seconds left to play in the first. Huerter with it. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Detroit.
Yeah, but he was also a force on the defensive side. 2 block shots and also altered a ton of shots.
Smith with a wide open look. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Magic lead by 2. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And from what we've seen from Orlando, what do you guys see?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transitions at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
So the Bulls 5 right now. Carter out there with Kevin Huerter. Then it's Jalen Smith. Then it's Williams. And it's Dosunmu in at the small forward position. Here's Wagner with the three. Connects from three-point range. Wagner's got 6.
Something Wagner continues to work on. It's huge when he's connecting from outside.
Smith the pass to Huerter. Now here's Williams. 4 on the clock. The shot by Carter. Nobody around. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Suggs, he's checked in for Orlando. Then for the Bulls, Okoro, he's checked in for Dosunmu. Josh Giddey comes in for Kevin Huerter. And Jones subbed in for Javon Carter. Now Batase. Scoreless thus far. Suggs looking around. Three-pointer. Count that one from Isaac. Isaac's got the lead up to 3 now for the Magic. Well, you know, Clark, anticipation is key in this NBA game. So often it seems the great ones can see a play ahead.
I don't think there's any question about it, Kevin. It's one of the things I look for in players. How do they see the floor? Do they make passes based on anticipation versus reaction? It's almost like somebody playing checkers and another guy playing chess. The very best players seem to be chess players.
Here's Wagner following the three-point basket by Chicago. 5 to shoot. Rebound by Smith.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Jones dishes to Smith. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Smith's got his first points of the night.
Night in and night out, consistently, Smith makes a solid effort in there.
Suggs kicks to Wagner. Isaac with a screen for Wagner. Back to Suggs. Driving to the basket. And stolen by Williams. To the inside. Here's Okoro. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. And a closer look here at the hustle stance for Chicago.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
You know, points off turnovers is something else they've excelled in. I expect the opponent at least to try to squeeze that orange a little better.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. For the Magic, Paolo Banchero's checked in for Goga Bitadze. Bain comes in for Franz Wagner. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Anthony Black. Then for the Bulls, Vucevic comes in for Jalen Smith. And Buzelis subbed in for Williams. And Okoro, no good on that one. And this Magic team, Greg, hangs its hat on size, on switchability, and toughness.
Yeah, they contest everything and play with real discipline. For a young group, that is uncommon, and it's a big reason they've taken the lead.
Now, Giddey. After Jalen Suggs missed from long range. And Giddey gets it to go.
Well, Giddey loves to finish strong inside, and he knows how to take advantage of his size.
Jones, the pass to Banchero. Looking to end the run, and finished off by Banchero.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thanks. The Magic building up a roster of players who D-up. Coach Jamal Mosley said, your culture is the type of guys you bring in, the type of people you have around. If you're a defensive team, then you probably have defensive guys. You can't be that and have all shooters that don't defend. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, you're right. They've got great personnel. Thanks a lot, Allie. Now, Giddey. After the missed three from Desmond Bain. And he gets the bucket. Buzelis has got the lead up to 8 now for Chicago.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Yeah, and it should help them increase their separation here. I mean, this has been an impressive offensive output.
Jones, good, nice job down low.
Just good, aggressive drive from him that time. Found a hole in the D and went straight to the rim.
Pass to Okoro. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Here's Giddey. He's coming off a 19-point game against Detroit.
And his passing also off the charts in that game. In just about every aspect of their offense, he was dialed in.
Now, here's Bain. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Atlanta.
And what opened things up for him was his passing. He was making so many plays that the D had to play off it.
Vucevic misses the follow-up. The Magic trail by 6. Banchero finds Suggs. Pass to Bain. To the middle. Down low. Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow. And so it's the Chicago Bulls with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And Allie LaForce has got something now for us from the floor. Allie, take it away.
Billy Donovan here with us now, and coach, your team finishing the first half in impressive fashion. What's working for you out there?
Yeah, well, I think we got some stops. We played good defense, allowed us to get out in transition. That was helpful. So just got to keep grinding away.
Defense has been their anchor so far. We'll see if they can keep it up, guys.
Terrific stuff, Allie. Thank you so much. And we'll be back for the third quarter right after this halftime break.
Hello and welcome, basketball fans. The first half coming to an end with a deficit for the Orlando Magic. And the way this thing is going, I wouldn't be surprised if it comes down to the last few possessions.
You know what Shaquille O'Neal always says, Ernie, keep your friends close, but your enemies closer.
What are you even talking about, Shaq?
Ernie, switch your seats with me. I need to get closer to Kenny. What'd you say, Kenny?
I definitely do not want to be in the middle of this. And now let's discuss this game. Talk about a strong start for the Chicago Bulls.
This is some retro hoops, pounding the ball inside with intent. Man, I know you love this, big fella.
No need to take a million jumpers. Work with the rock down low. Good things will happen, don't you know?
Ooh, you're rhyming and didn't even know it. A poet.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what we've seen from Jones.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And so Wagner will bring it up for Orlando. 6-point game. The guard pair form will be Suggs and Bain. Wagner is in the front court alongside Banchero. And it's Carter in at the center position. That's who's out there for Orlando. Just 4 to shoot. The offensive rebound. No good on that one. Chicago leading by 6. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Giddey's got the first field goal of the second half for Chicago.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
You got to like Wagner's touch. He's got a smooth jumper for a guy that size.
Jones, no luck. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Unfortunate injury aside, Jalen Suggs-Clark has really come into his own now.
Yeah, I agree, Kevin. I mean, hitting his stride in a major way. I mean, he seems to have really figured the game out, how to utilize his gifts and tools. He was always a great defender. Offensively, I think, is where his game has taken the biggest jump.
Here's Banchero after the Bulls pick up 2. Pass to Carter. Shoots a 3. Buzelis grabs the board.
Another miss. Not how he wanted to start the second half.
And then Buzelis with the dunk.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Well, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Here's Banchero for 3, and he's good on the 3-ball. Banchero's got 5 points so far.
And this is the type of go-to scorer this team wants Banchero to be. They love his confidence.
Here's Vucevic. Yes, that goes in. And the Bulls lead by 8.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Now, here's Bain. Outside, Suggs. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
To the inside, Vucevic. That's good, and so Giddey with the assist. Giddey's got 3 assists in the game. Now, here's Suggs. There's Wagner with the 3. Trains the three-pointer. He's got 12.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And, guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. The Magic making a switch here. Black's checked in. Osumu, he's checked in for Chicago. Chicago with the ball. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Okoro passes to Jones. And again, Chicago. No good. And Greg, while they need more star talent, the Bulls have had only one top 5 pick in the last 17 seasons.
Yeah, it's like being on the treadmill of mediocrity, right? When that's the case, you've got to outperform your draft position. They've had some good picks in that time, but really no all-star.
Gets an opportunity to score. I mean, he's a very, very polished offensive player.
Now, here's Bain. He's got 6. Good.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
And it's Jones with the ball for the Chicago Bulls. They lead by 1. And the layup is good. Jones has got 9 points.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. I'm right at you.
The shot by Carter. Nobody around. No good. That would have tied it. Outside, Jones. In the corner, Okoro with it. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
One made 3 formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
And there's Banchero on the assist from Wagner. He's got 7.
And the paint is where you love to watch Banchero work. With his size and athleticism, he can attack so effectively inside.
It's hauled in by the Magic.
You know, his touch just has not been there tonight. You wonder how big their lead would be if he was hot.
Bain finds Banchero over Buzelis for the lead, and Carter lays it up and in. Carter's got his first 2 points of the night.
Phenomenal positioning on the glass. Carter Jr. putting on his hard hat right there, not afraid to get those hands dirty.
Pass to Vucevic. Here's Buzelis. Jones looking for an opening. High post Vucevic. From deep. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Magic out in front, leading by just 1. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. On the court for Chicago to start the 4th. Patrick Williams is out there with Dosunmu. Then it's Kevin Huerter. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Smith in at center. Now, here's Suggs. Pass to Bain. Takes a 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Bain's got the lead up to 4 now for the Magic.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Magic shooting reasonably well, 45%. And again, it's Orlando converting. Well, the grimace of pain tells it all. He's hurt, and let's hope he's okay.
And boy, when you see someone hurting like this, it's always scary.
You're exactly right. I mean, with the way it looks, what we have to hope for now is that somehow it's not a long-term issue.
Carter, he's checked in for the Bulls. And here is Dosunmu. And we've played through about a minute here in the 4th. Yep, it counts.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Now, here's Isaac. Pass to Bain. Wide open. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Bain's got 7 points for the quarter. Bulls trail by 6. Out to Smith from the arc. Rebounded by Isaac. Isaac's got 4 rebounds in this game. Inside. And Isaac throws it down.
Boy, nice finish that time by Isaac. Power and athleticism on that dunk.
Smith the pass to Herter. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. Herter's got his first points in this one.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. And that timeout by coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Going with an almost entirely new group here. Rendell Carter, he's checked in for Goga Bitadze. Paolo Banchero comes in for Isaac. Wagner's checked in for Anthony Black. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Bain. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Vucevic checked in for Jalen Smith. Bruce Ellis comes in for Patrick Williams. Okoro's checked in for Kevin Herter. And Jones subbed in for Javon Carter. Now, here's Suggs. To the paint, looking for Carter. He gets it there.
No margin for error that time. Big time slam from big man Carter Jr.
Pass to Vucevic to the wing on the left. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. That missed basket now makes him 4 of 8 from the field.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. Jalen Suggs unable to get his last shot to go. Let's send it over to the sideline for some news on Josh Giddey. Allie, how's he doing?
Hey guys, I got an update from the head athletic trainer of the Bulls. It's his shoulder that's the source of discomfort right now. Diagnosis at this point is that it's just a sprain. So this team is starting the year off with some tough news. But if there's a silver lining, it's a long season, so they have plenty of time to make the necessary adjustments.
Allie, thank you for the update.
Yeah, you know, you want to get him back as quickly as possible, but the key there is to balance it with giving him time to fully recover. You don't want to rush him back.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Baines checked in for Tyus Jones. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Hi, guys. Well, Jamal Mosley was just reviewing the plan with his team. And they told their team, no easy threes. Let's guard that arc. Don't let anyone get an open look. With the lead, they want to close this one out with their perimeter defense. Back to you.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. Here's Suggs. Here's Banchero. From about 16, Carter rising up and ripping down the two-hand jam.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Now, here's Vucevic. For three. Can't get it to go. Magic leading by 11. Here's Banchero. Now Wagner. Bane looking around. Carter sets the pick for Bane. The three goes down.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
You know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
Bane rips down the rebound.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open. And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Magic.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the board.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And you always hope to take charge of the season series by winning that first game. This will put them up 1-0. 3 games left still to play this year against Chicago.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Desmond Bane.
He was on a tear. Everything seemed to be finding the bottom of the net for him. I'm sure he'd like to build on that performance going forward.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group.
One shot.
You know, when we talk about the modern big, Carter Jr. is a great example of it. He can shoot, he boards it, he's got good size and a pretty diverse skill set.
Now here is Carter. That's off. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Now Batase. Now Jones. Got it to go off the glass.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. Alongside Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. And as always, we appreciate you joining us right here tonight on 2K. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Desmond Bane.